Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed met with Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud in Mogadishu Thursday, as their nations try to mend relations strained by Ethiopia's deal for sea access with Somaliland, a breakaway republic Somalia considers part of its territory. Abiy flew into the Somali capital Thursday, as Somali forces, backed by African Union peacekeepers, beefed up security at Mogadishu's Aden Ade International Airport and along the road leading to the presidential place. Mogadishu's main roads were closed, and vehicular traffic was restricted. VOA reporters said that Ethiopian flags were flying at the airport, as the Somali National Music Band and traditional folklore dancers greeted Abiy at the airport. After meeting at the Somali Presidential Palace, the two leaders issued a joint statement affirming their commitment to enhancing cooperation for mutual benefit. This visit follows consecutive engagements over the past few months and reinforces the normalization of bilateral relations between the two nations, the statement said. Ethiopia and Somalia are interdependent nations with a common destiny and a shared vision for regional stability and prosperity. The leaders also welcomed the start of technical talks in Turkey's capital aimed at resolving the standoff over the Ethiopian-Somaliland deal. Under that deal, landlocked Ethiopia would lease 20 kilometers of Somaliland's seafront for 50 years, in return for diplomatic recognition of Somaliland. Even though Somaliland has run its affairs separate from Somalia since 1991, no country has recognized it as an independent nation, in part due to ardent opposition from Somalia. Details of the agreement have not been made public, but the Somali government said Ethiopia's plan was to build a naval base. After months of high diplomatic tension, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan mediated an agreement between Somalia and Ethiopia in December in which the countries reaffirmed their respect for each other's sovereignty, unity, independence, and territorial integrity. The Ankara agreement calls for Somalia to give Ethiopia access to a commercial port. Details are being discussed at the technical talks. However, Ethiopia has not officially left the Somaliland deal. In January, Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud paid a surprise visit to Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, where he met with the Ethiopian Prime Minister. Analysts say that such high-profile visits are aimed at confidence building before Turkish President Erdogan makes a planned visit to Somalia and Ethiopia sometime this year. Somalia and Ethiopian leaders need to build confidence and encourage the technical talks aimed at reaching a potential agreement that upholds Somalia's territorial integrity while allowing Ethiopia access to the sea under the Ankara Agreement, said Virginia-based analyst Abdikafar Abdi Wardhier. Meanwhile, this week an Ethiopian delegation led by military chief Field Marshal Birhanu Jula, accompanied by Ethiopian intelligence chief Redwan Hassan, met with Somali officials in Mogadishu, where the two sides signed an agreement that secured the participation of Ethiopian troops in the new African Union mission in Somalia, known as AWESOM.